I checked my watch for the sixth time and laughed nervously at myself. Relax, I whispered. It's just dinner. Just 5 years of marriage on the line. The waiter smiled politely. Would you like to order while you wait, sir? No, thank you. My wife will be here any minute. He nodded and left. I stared at the empty chair across from me. The city lights shimmered behind it like a stage set for a perfect night. I tapped the small gift box in my pocket and tried to slow my breathing. 5 years, I muttered. We made it. My phone buzzed. Lena, running late. Traffic. Sorry. I typed quickly. Take your time. I'm already here. I stared at the message after sending it. Already here. I'd been here for 40 minutes. A couple at the next table laughed loudly. The woman leaned across the table and kissed her partner's hand. I smiled politely, then looked away. Stop comparing, I whispered to myself. Another 10 minutes passed before I saw her walking toward the table. My chest lifted in relief. She looked beautiful in a black dress, but her eyes scanned the room instead of meeting mine. Hey, I said, standing quickly. Happy anniversary. Hi. She gave me a quick hug that felt like a polite greeting. Sorry I'm late. Work was crazy. It's okay. You're here now. She sat down and immediately placed her phone beside her plate. You look amazing, I said. Thanks. She glanced at the menu. This place is expensive. It's our anniversary, I said, smiling. 5 years deserves a rooftop view. She nodded, distracted. Her phone buzzed. She flipped it over without opening it. I cleared my throat. Remember our first anniversary? We ate takeout on the floor because we couldn't afford furniture. She gave a small laugh. Yeah, that was fun. I still remember you dropping noodles on the carpet and crying like the world ended. She smiled faintly. I was dramatic. You were adorable. Her phone buzzed again. This time she picked it up. Sorry, she murmured, typing quickly. I watched her thumbs move fast across the screen. Work? I asked. Yeah, just work stuff. The waiter returned. Are you ready to order? I looked at Lena. She didn't look up from her phone. Lena. Oh, yeah. I'll have the salmon. I'll take the steak, I added. The waiter left. Silence slid across the table. I tried again. I got you something. You didn't have to. I wanted to. She nodded, still typing. Her face suddenly lit up. Not a polite smile. Not a distracted smile. A real one. Warm. Bright. Alive. My stomach tightened. Who is it? I asked casually. Just a coworker, she said quickly. I followed her gaze without thinking. A man stood near the bar, looking straight at our table. He lifted his hand in a small wave. Lena waved back. My heart skipped. He's coming over, she said. Who? Daniel. I told you about him. From work. I searched my memory. I found nothing. He reached the table with an easy smile. Lena. Daniel, she said warmly. This is my husband. I stood automatically and shook his hand. His grip was confident. Nice to meet you, he said. I've heard a lot about you. Really? I asked. He smiled. Of course. Lena laughed nervously. We work together. Same department. That must be fun, I said. It is, he replied. We spent a lot of time together. The words lingered in the air. Lena shifted in her chair. We're celebrating our anniversary. Oh, wow. Daniel grinned. Congratulations. 5 years is impressive. Thank you, I said. He looked at Lena. I didn't know you were coming here tonight. It was a surprise, she said. Lucky you, he replied softly. My chest tightened. Well, I'll let you two enjoy your night, he added. See you tomorrow, Lena said. Bright and early, he replied. He walked away. Lena watched him go before turning back to the table. That was Daniel, she said, as if explaining a minor detail. He seems nice. He is. Silence returned. The waiter brought our food. Lena barely touched hers. I need to take this, she said suddenly, grabbing her phone. Work emergency. She stood and walked toward the edge of the rooftop. I stared at her empty chair. Daniel appeared beside the table again. Mind if I sit for a second? He asked. Sure. He sat casually. I hope I didn't interrupt earlier. It's fine. She talks about you sometimes, he said. Does she? Yeah. She says you're very supportive. I swallowed. I try. He nodded. I woke up before Lena and watched the ceiling until my alarm rang. The memory of that rooftop dinner pressed against my chest like a weight I couldn't lift. Morning. I said softly when she walked into the kitchen. Morning. She poured coffee without looking at me. Did you sleep okay? Yeah, just tired. You've been tired a lot lately. Work is busy, she replied quickly. Her phone buzzed. She picked it up and turned away. Is everything okay at the office? I asked. Why wouldn't it be? I'm just asking. She sighed. You're overthinking. The words stuck in my throat. Overthinking. Maybe she was right. I love you, I said. She froze for a moment. I know. The answer felt small. That night, she came home late again. Dinner's cold, I said. I already ate. At work? Yeah. With Daniel? Her eyes snapped toward me. Why are you asking like that? Because I'm your husband. You're being paranoid. I'm being honest. She grabbed her phone and walked into the bedroom. The door clicked shut. I stared at the cold dinner plates and whispered, I'm losing you. The next day, I met Marcus at a cafe. You look terrible, he said immediately. Thanks. No, seriously. What happened? I rubbed my face. Something feels wrong with Lena. What kind of wrong? Phone hiding. Late nights. Emotional distance. Marcus leaned back. You think she's cheating? I don't want to think that. That's not what I asked. I stared at the table. I don't know. He sighed. Then you need to prepare for the possibility. I don't want to prepare. I want to fix it. You can't fix something alone, he said gently. She said I'm overthinking. Cheaters always say that. My stomach dropped. Don't say that. I'm your friend. I won't lie to you. What should I do? Find the truth, he said quietly. That night, Lena fell asleep with her phone in her hand. My heart pounded as I picked it up. I'm sorry, I whispered to the darkness. I unlocked the screen with the passcode I still knew. My chest tightened as messages filled the screen. Daniel, I miss you already. Lena, I wish I was still with you. Daniel, soon. Lena, I can't wait for our trip. My hand started shaking. Daniel, does he suspect anything? Lena, he's clueless. My vision blurred. He's clueless, I whispered aloud. The phone slipped from my hands onto the bed. I sat there until sunrise. When Lena woke up, she smiled faintly. Morning. We need to talk. Her smile vanished. About what? About Daniel. She froze. What about him? I saw the messages. Silence exploded between us. You went through my phone, she whispered. You lied to me. You invaded my privacy. You betrayed my trust. She covered her face. I didn't want you to find out like this. My heart shattered. So it's true. I'm confused. Confused. I laughed bitterly. You're planning trips with him. I didn't mean for it to happen. You call me clueless. Tears filled her eyes. I didn't mean that. Then what did you mean? I don't know what I want anymore. The words cut deeper than anything. What about us? I asked. I deserve happiness too, she whispered. And I don't make you happy. I don't know. The answer crushed me. Do you love him? I don't know. My voice broke. Do you love me? She stayed silent. I nodded slowly. That's enough. I packed a bag in silence. Where are you going? She asked. I need space. Please don't leave like this. How else should I leave? I need time to think. I've had enough time to feel pain. I walked out without looking back. Emma opened the door before I could knock. Why do you look like you got hit by a truck? She asked. Can I stay here tonight? She pulled me into a hug. Of course. We sat on the couch in silence. What happened? She asked softly. Lena and I are breaking. Emma squeezed my hand. I'm so sorry. I gave her everything. I whispered. You gave too much. What does that mean? You stopped being you. I frowned. I did what husbands do. You gave up your job, your dreams, your hobbies. I wanted to support her. You erased yourself, she said gently. Her words echoed inside me. I don't know who I am anymore, I admitted. You used to dream big, she said. You used to smile more. I don't remember that version of me. Find him again. What if losing her destroys me? Emma shook her head. What if losing her saves you? The question hung in the air. For the first time, I didn't feel panic. I felt possibility. I stood in the middle of my small apartment and laughed quietly. So this is home now. My phone buzzed. Lena's name lit up the screen. I turned it face down. I need to start somewhere, I whispered. The next morning, I walked into my old office building. My hands trembled as I knocked. Come in, a familiar voice said. I opened the door. Mr. Patel? He looked up and smiled warmly. I wondered when you would return. You did. You always had unfinished business here. I sat down slowly. I left because of my marriage. And now, I'm rebuilding my life. He nodded. Good. I was hoping you'd say that. You still have a place for me? I never filled your position, he said. I was waiting. My chest tightened. You believed in me that much? I believe in people who work hard and stay honest. I need a second chance. You have it, he said. Starting Monday. I exhaled deeply. Thank you. You're welcome back. As I left the office, I whispered, I won't waste this again. On my first day back, I met Sophia near the coffee machine. You must be the famous returner, she said. I laughed. Famous sounds dangerous. I'm Sophia. I'm trying to remember who I am. She smiled gently. Good answer. Is it obvious I'm nervous? Only a little. I haven't done this in years. You'll be fine. We all start somewhere. Her kindness felt calm and simple. Thank you, I said. Don't thank me yet. Wait until you survive the meetings. I laughed for the first time in weeks. That evening, my phone buzzed again. Lena, can we talk? I typed slowly. Not ready. She replied instantly. Please. I stared at the screen and locked the phone. I'm not ready, I whispered again. My first therapy session felt strange. Dr. Harris smiled gently. Why are you here? I think my life collapsed. What makes you think that? My wife cheated. My marriage ended. I don't know who I am. That sounds painful. It is. What do you feel right now? Anger. Sadness. Relief. Guilt. Relief? He asked. I feel lighter without constant tension. That's honest. I feel terrible for admitting it. You're allowed to feel everything. I nodded slowly. I gave up my dreams for my marriage. Did anyone force you? No. Then why did you do it? I thought love meant sacrifice. What does love mean now? I thought carefully. Respect. Honesty. Balance. That's growth, he said. My phone buzzed again that night. Lena, I miss you. I stared at the message. I don't miss the pain, I whispered. Weeks passed quickly. Work became easier. My mornings became lighter. Sophia walked beside me after a meeting. You did great in there. I was shaking inside. You hit it well. Fake confidence works. Eventually it becomes real, she said. I hope so. You're changing, she added. For better or worse? For stronger. That night, Lena called again. I answered this time. Hello. Her voice cracked. Thank you for picking up. What do you want, Lena? I made a mistake. I know. It meant nothing. It meant enough to destroy us. I was confused. You planned trips with him. I wasn't thinking clearly. You called me clueless. Silence filled the line. I'm sorry, she whispered. I believe you're sorry. Can we meet? Not yet. Please don't give up on us. I already gave up everything else. I love you. I closed my eyes. I'm learning to love myself. She started crying. I don't want to lose you. You already did. I ended the call with shaking hands. Weeks later, I looked in the mirror and whispered, You're changing. I started running every morning, cooking real meals, sleeping peacefully. One evening, someone knocked on my door. My heart knew before my eyes confirmed it. Lena, I said quietly. She looked tired and nervous. Can we talk? I don't think that's a good idea. Please, just 5 minutes. We can talk here. She glanced at the hallway. Can I come inside? No. Her eyes filled with tears. You won't even let me in? I'm protecting my peace. I miss our home. This is my home now. I didn't mean to hurt you. You did. I want to fix this. You can't. Why not? Because I finally chose myself. She wiped her tears. You've changed. Yes. Do you still love me? I paused before answering. I don't know. Her shoulders dropped. I never thought you'd shut me out. I never thought you'd walk away emotionally while still living with me. I was scared. I leaned back in my office chair and smiled at the email on my screen. Promotion confirmed. Salary increased. New project lead. I whispered, I did it. My phone buzzed. Marcus, tell me you're free tonight, he said the moment I answered. What happened? You need to hear this in person. That sounds dramatic. It is. We met at our usual cafe. He grinned like he was holding a secret. You look good, he said. Confident. Dangerous. I'll take that as a compliment. It is. Now brace yourself. For what? Daniel got caught cheating. I blinked. What? With another coworker. You're kidding. I wish I was. My chest felt strangely hollow. What happened? He got fired. I stared at Marcus. Fired. Company scandal. HR nightmare. And Lena? He hesitated. She lost her job too. The words hit harder than expected. She worked so hard for that job, I whispered. Yeah. Silence settled between us. You okay? Marcus asked. I don't know how to feel. Angry. A little. Happy. Maybe a little. Sad. Yes. He nodded slowly. That's normal. My phone buzzed again. Lena. I ignored it. She's been calling a lot. Marcus asked. Every day. What does she want? Forgiveness. Another chance. Comfort. What do you want? I don't know. That night, Lena called again. I answered after the fourth ring. Hello. She was crying. I lost everything. I heard. He cheated on me. I closed my eyes. I'm sorry. I didn't think he would hurt me. I exhaled slowly. Pain teaches harsh lessons. I understand now what I did to you. Silence stretched between us. I deserve this, she whispered. I didn't respond. Can we meet? She asked. I don't think that's a good idea. Please. I have no one else. You have friends. Family. I need you. The words felt heavy and distant. I can't be that person anymore. She sobbed quietly. I ruined everything. I hope you heal, Lena. You sound so cold. I'm calm, not cold. Please don't shut me out. I'm protecting myself. I ended the call gently. The next day, Sophia noticed my silence. You seem distracted, she said. Old memories resurfacing. Do you want to talk about it? My ex-wife lost her job. That's complicated. She's hurting. And you? I feel nothing. Sophia nodded. Sometimes numbness is healing. I thought I'd feel revenge. Do you want revenge? I thought I did. And now? I just want peace. That sounds healthier. I smiled faintly. You always say the right thing. A week later, my receptionist knocked on my office door. There's someone here to see you. Who? She didn't give a name. My stomach dropped when I stepped into the lobby. Lena. She looked smaller somehow. Tired. Fragile. Hi, she whispered. You shouldn't be here. I didn't know where else to go. This is my workplace. I just need 5 minutes. I sighed. 5 minutes. We sat in the empty conference room. I lost everything, she repeated. I know. I thought Daniel loved me. I thought you loved me. She flinched. I made the worst mistake of my life, she said. I stayed silent. I traded loyalty for excitement. I stared at the table. I thought happiness meant chasing new feelings. And now, I understand happiness was what I already had. Her tears fell quietly. I hurt the one person who never hurt me. My chest felt strangely calm. I regret every second, she whispered. I believe you. Then why do you look so distant? Because I am. Do you hate me? I shook my head. No. Her eyes widened. You don't. I don't hate you. Hope flickered in her eyes. Then maybe I don't love you either. The hope shattered instantly. I lost both emotions somewhere along the way. Her voice trembled. Is there nothing left? There's acceptance. Acceptance feels like goodbye. It is goodbye. She cried openly now. I wish I could go back in time. So do I. I would choose you every time. I needed you to choose me once. Silence swallowed the room. I never thought I'd see the day you stopped loving me, she whispered. I never thought I'd see the day you stopped respecting me. She covered her face. I'm sorry, she said again. I know. I hope you find happiness. I'm already finding it. She stood slowly. This is really the end, isn't it? Yes. She nodded and walked to the door. Before leaving, she turned back. I stepped onto the rooftop and felt the wind brush against my face. The same restaurant. The same view. A different version of me. Lena stood near the railing. You came. I said I would. Thank you for meeting me. This is the last time. She nodded slowly. I understand. We sat at the same table from our anniversary night. I never thought we'd be here again, she whispered. Neither did I. I hoped things would change. They did. She looked at me carefully. You seem different. I am different. Stronger. Yes. Colder. No. Calmer. The waiter placed water on the table and walked away. I miss us, she said quietly. I miss who I used to be. Her hands trembled. I ruined everything. You changed everything. I never wanted to lose you. You didn't think about losing me when you were choosing someone else. Tears filled her eyes. I hate the person I was. People change. Too late for us. Yes. She wiped her tears. I kept hoping you'd forgive me and come back. I forgave you a long time ago. Hope flashed in her eyes. You did? Yes. Her voice shook. Then we can start again? No. Her face fell. Why not? Forgiveness doesn't mean returning. I thought forgiveness meant healing together. Sometimes healing means walking away. She covered her mouth as tears fell. I needed to see you one last time, I said. Why? To thank you. She looked confused. Thank me? You broke me. And that forced me to rebuild. Her tears stopped for a moment. That sounds painful. It was. And now? I'm grateful. She whispered. I never thought I'd hear that. I lost my marriage, but I found myself. I wish I could take the pain back. You can't. I would if I could. I know. She stared at the city lights. Do you ever think about what we had? I think about what I gave up. I wish I had appreciated you more. I wish you had too. Silence filled the table. I loved you, she whispered. I know. Do you love me now? I paused before answering. No. Her shoulders shook as she cried. I needed to hear that, she whispered. I know. I finally understand the consequences. I'm glad you do. I destroyed my marriage for a fantasy. You chose excitement over stability. I chose selfishness. I nodded slowly. Yes. I hate myself for it. Learn from it instead. She wiped her eyes. You've become so wise. I've become honest. I'm proud of you, she whispered. Thank you. She took a deep breath. This is goodbye, isn't it? Yes. She stood slowly. I hope your future is bright. It already is. She hesitated before hugging me. I allowed it for a moment. Goodbye, she whispered. Goodbye, Lena. She walked away without turning back. I sat alone at the table and smiled softly. That chapter is over, I whispered. I walked toward the exit and pushed the door open. Sophia stood outside holding a small cake. Surprise, she said. I laughed. You scared me. Good scared or bad scared? Good scared. She held up the cake. Congratulations, boss. You didn't have to do this. I wanted to. Thank you. She studied my face. How do you feel? Light. Free. Yes. Sad. A little. That's normal. I'm okay with it. She smiled warmly. I'm proud of you. Everyone keeps saying that. Because it's true. We stood side by side, looking at the city lights. This view feels different tonight, I said. Why? Because I'm not carrying pain anymore. That sounds peaceful. It is. She nudged my arm. Make a wish before we eat the cake. I already got my wish. What was it? A new beginning. She smiled. Then let's celebrate it. We laughed as we shared the cake. This is the best cake I've ever had, I said. You say that about every cake. Maybe I just love cake. Or maybe you love happiness. I smiled at the city lights. I survived, I whispered. And you grew, she replied. And I'm finally free. We started walking down the street together. For the first time in years, the future felt wide open. I smiled, not out of revenge, but because